Min-jae stood rooted to the spot long after Amina and Ji-hoon disappeared into the crowd. His friend, Park Do-hyun, walked up beside him carrying 2 cups of iced tea. "You've been staring in that direction for 5 minutes." Min-jae accepted one of the drinks without taking his eyes off the crowd. "I think I made a mistake." Do-hyun frowned. "What kind of mistake?" "I was so focused on my career that I never noticed someone who was always there." Do-hyun followed his gaze. "The music major?" Min-jae nodded. "You like her now?" "I don't know." "That's not an answer." Min-jae sighed. "I just know it hurts seeing her with someone else." Do-hyun patted his shoulder. "Then you might already be too late." Amina and Ji-hoon stopped at a food stall selling hotteok. The elderly woman behind the stall smiled brightly. "One for the handsome boyfriend?" Ji-hoon looked at Amina. "Do you want one?" She nodded. "Only if we share it." He ordered one. When it arrived, Amina tore off a small piece. The hot filling immediately burned her fingers. Ouch. Without thinking, Ji-hoon gently took her hand. "Let me see." "It's nothing. The syrup is hot." He examined her fingertips carefully before handing her a bottle of cold water. "Hold this." She obeyed. "You worry too much." "I've been told that before." She smiled. "I believe it." The elderly vendor watched them with an affectionate grin. "You two remind me of my husband and me when we were young." Amina laughed awkwardly. "We're just..." She stopped herself. Ji-hoon finished the sentence. "Trying our best." The old woman nodded. "That's all love ever is." Neither of them spoke as they walked away. For some reason, those words lingered in the silence between them. A fireworks display began moments later. Students rushed toward the open field. Amina looked up as colorful lights exploded across the night sky. "They're beautiful." Ji-hoon wasn't looking at the fireworks. He was looking at her. The colors reflected in her eyes. The breeze lifted a few loose curls away from her face. Without realizing it, she smiled, a genuine, carefree smile he had never seen before. He quickly looked away before she noticed. "What?" He blinked. "You were staring." "I was watching the fireworks." She looked up. "They're behind us." He cleared his throat. "I meant, the reflection." She laughed. "That was a terrible save." "I know." For the first time in years, Ji-hoon found himself feeling nervous around someone. The next Monday, Professor Han entered the music appreciation class carrying graded quizzes. "I have some good news." The students looked up. For the first time this semester. He smiled. Someone scored 100%. The class murmured in surprise. Professor Han looked toward the back row. Kang Ji-hoon. The room went silent. Ji-hoon looked genuinely shocked. "I did?" "You did." The professor handed him the paper. "I almost accused you of cheating." Several students laughed. "But every answer was written in your own words." He nodded approvingly. "Excellent improvement." As class ended, Professor Han stopped Ji-hoon. "Whatever changed?" "Don't stop." Ji-hoon smiled slightly. "I won't." Outside the classroom, he immediately searched for Amina. He found her sitting under a maple tree, reading through sheet music. Without saying a word, he placed the graded paper in front of her. She looked at the score. Then at him. "You got 100? You taught me." A proud smile spread across her face. "I knew you could do it." "I didn't." "That's because you didn't believe in yourself." He looked at her for a moment. "You always believe in people. Someone has to." "You even believed in me." "I still do." Something in those 4 words settled quietly inside his heart. Across campus, Ji-hoon's mother watched them from the back seat of her car. She had arrived for a board meeting at the university. Instead, she found herself staring through the tinted window. "So that's her?" Her assistant nodded. "Yes, Madam Kang." She watched Amina laugh after accidentally dropping her music sheets. Ji-hoon immediately bent down to help her gather them. The assistant smiled. They seem happy. Madam Kang's expression remained cold. Happiness doesn't build legacies. She reached for her handbag. Arrange a meeting. With whom? Amina Johnson. That evening, Amina finished teaching piano lessons at a neighborhood community center. As the last child left, the receptionist approached her. Miss Johnson? Yes? Someone is waiting outside for you. Amina stepped into the parking lot. A sleek black luxury sedan stood by the curb. The rear window rolled down slowly. Inside sat an elegant woman dressed in a tailored cream suit. Her posture radiated authority. You must be Amina. Amina offered a polite bow. Yes. I'm Kang Ji-hoon's mother. Amina's heartbeat quickened. I was hoping we could talk. She hesitated. It won't take long. The chauffeur opened the rear door. After a brief pause, Amina climbed in. The car pulled away silently. Neither of them spoke for almost a full minute. Finally, Madam Kang broke the silence. You play the piano beautifully. Thank you. You've worked very hard to earn your scholarship. I have. I admire hardworking people. Amina relaxed slightly. Perhaps she had misunderstood her. Then Madam Kang calmly placed an envelope on the seat between them. It was thick. Far too thick. What is this? Open it. Amina slowly lifted the flap. Inside was a bank check. Her eyes widened. The amount was enough to pay her tuition, support her family back home, and still have money left over. She looked up in disbelief. I don't understand. Madam Kang folded her hands neatly in her lap. It's very simple. Her voice remained perfectly calm. Break up with my son. The smile disappeared from Amina's face. I beg your pardon? You heard me. Our relationship isn't. I know it's fake. Amina froze. The older woman's gaze never wavered. I also know fake relationships have a habit of becoming inconvenient. A heavy silence filled the car. Madam Kang gently pushed the check closer. Take it. Leave Ji-hoon's life. And never contact him again. Amina stared at the check. Then slowly closed the envelope. She placed it back exactly where it had been. Her voice was steady. You can't buy people. Madam Kang's expression hardened. Everyone has a price. Amina met her eyes without flinching. Then I'm sorry to disappoint you. She reached for the door handle. My price doesn't exist. She stepped out of the car without another word. Neither woman noticed that, across the street, someone had just witnessed Amina getting into, and out of, the luxury sedan. Ji-hoon. He had only seen the envelope being handed over. He hadn't heard a single word. And from where he stood, it looked very much like Amina had accepted something from his mother. Ji-hoon stood motionless across the street. The evening traffic blurred into meaningless noise as he watched the black sedan pull away. His eyes remained fixed on Amina. She stood on the sidewalk for several seconds, her shoulders tense. Then she exhaled slowly and walked in the opposite direction. He glanced toward the disappearing car. His mother's car. A cold feeling settled in his chest. What did she want from you? He started to cross the street. Then stopped. No. If he asked now, she'd probably lie. Or maybe he didn't want to hear the answer. Amina reached her apartment and leaned against the door after stepping inside. Her breathing was uneven. Unesio looked up from the couch. There you are. I was about to. She stopped. Amina? What happened? Amina dropped her bag onto the floor. Ji-hoon's mother. Unesio's eyes widened. What about her? She found me. Already? Amina nodded. She offered me money. Unesio sat upright. Money? To leave Ji-hoon. What did you say? Amina looked almost offended. I walked away. Unesio smiled proudly. I knew you would. Amina sat beside her. But now I'm worried. About what? What if she keeps trying? Seo reached over and squeezed her hand. Then Ji-hoon deserves to know. Amina nodded. I'll tell him tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow never came. The following morning, Ji-hoon arrived at hockey practice unusually early. He skated harder than anyone had ever seen. His teammates exchanged worried glances. Captain's trying to kill himself. He's been on the ice for 2 hours. Coach Kim finally blew his whistle. Enough. Ji-hoon ignored him. Captain. Still nothing. Coach Kim skated onto the ice himself. I said enough. Ji-hoon finally stopped. Sweat dripped down his face. His breathing was heavy. Coach Kim frowned. What's wrong? Nothing. Don't insult my intelligence. Ji-hoon removed his helmet. I'm fine. No. The coach lowered his voice. You play like this whenever something's bothering you. Ji-hoon looked away. I just need to clear my head. Coach Kim placed a hand on his shoulder. Whatever it is, don't fight it alone. At the same time, Amina waited outside the rink with 2 cups of coffee. She checked the time. He was 20 minutes late. Another 10 minutes passed. Finally, Ji-hoon walked out. The moment he saw her, his expression softened, only for a second. You've been waiting? I wanted to tell you something. So did I. She smiled faintly. You first. He looked at the coffees. You remembered. You always drink black coffee after morning practice. A small detail. Yet somehow, she had noticed. He accepted the cup. Thank you. They began walking across campus in silence. Finally, Amina spoke. Your mother met me yesterday. His grip on the coffee tightened. I know. She looked surprised. You do? I saw you. You saw us? I saw you get into her car. Amina nodded slowly. Then I can explain. He interrupted. What did she give you? She offered me money. He stopped walking. You admitted it. Ji-hoon. Did you take it? She stared at him in disbelief. What? Answer me. No. I watched her hand you an envelope. And I gave it back. You expect me to believe that? Her face fell. What? You don't trust me? I barely know you. The words struck harder than he intended. Amina stepped back. I thought we agreed. No lying. I don't know what's true anymore. She laughed softly. Not because anything was funny. Because she couldn't believe what she was hearing. So that's it? You think I'd sell someone for money? I don't know what to think. Silence. Painful silence. Finally, she placed his coffee on a nearby bench. I was trying to protect you. From what? From this. She gestured between them. If your first instinct is to suspect me, then maybe your mother was right. His eyes widened. What does that mean? It means maybe this fake relationship should stay fake. She turned and walked away. Amina. She didn't stop. Amina. Still nothing. For the first time since they met. She left him standing alone. That afternoon, Ji-hoon couldn't concentrate. He replayed the conversation over and over. The hurt in her eyes. The disappointment in her voice. Something felt wrong. If she had really accepted the money, why had she looked so betrayed? His phone buzzed. Grandma. He answered absent-mindedly. You sound miserable. I'm fine. You always say that when you're lying. He smiled weakly. I argued with someone. The girl? Yes. Did you apologize? I don't know if I should. Grandma chuckled. When your grandfather upset me. He apologized before deciding who was right. Why? Because protecting love mattered more than protecting his pride. Ji-hoon fell silent. Her words lingered. Meanwhile, Amina sat alone in an empty practice room. She pressed random piano keys. No melody came. Just noise. Unesio quietly entered. You told him? Amina nodded. How did it go? He thinks I took the money. Unesio's mouth fell open. He what? He doesn't believe me. That's ridiculous. I know. She looked down at the piano. I trusted him. Her voice cracked for the first time. And he couldn't even trust me. Unesio wrapped her in a hug. He'll realize he was wrong. I don't care anymore. She wanted that to be true. It wasn't. Across the city, Madame Kang sat in her office reading documents. Her assistant entered. Everything went according to plan. She smiled faintly. They argued? Yes. Good. The assistant hesitated. Madam. What? The girl refused the money. I know. Then why? I never intended to buy her. She closed the file. I only needed my son to believe she could be bought. The assistant stared at her in shock. You planned the misunderstanding. Madame Kang calmly sipped her tea. People rarely question what they think they saw. That evening, Min-jae finally gathered the courage to visit the music building. He found Amina sitting alone at the grand piano. She didn't notice him until he spoke. That's the saddest piece I've ever heard you play. She looked up quickly. Oh. Hi. He walked closer. I heard. He hesitated. That you and Ji-hoon argued. She frowned. Campus gossip works fast. It does. Silence settled. Then Min-jae took a deep breath. I've been meaning to tell you something. Amina looked at him curiously. He smiled nervously. I think I missed my chance. She didn't understand. What do you mean? He looked directly into her eyes. I should have noticed you a long time ago. Her heartbeat quickened. Amina. I like you. The words hung in the air. Months ago. She would have dreamed of hearing them. Now. Instead of happiness. She felt completely confused. Because the first face that appeared in her mind wasn't Min-jae's. It was Ji-hoon's. Min-jae's confession lingered in the silent practice room. Amina looked at him, her lips slightly parted, searching for the words she had once rehearsed 1,000 times in her mind. Months ago, she would have cried tears of happiness. She would have accepted without hesitation. Now. Nothing came. Min-jae noticed the hesitation almost immediately. You don't have to answer right away, he said gently. Amina lowered her eyes. I think I already have. He smiled sadly. It isn't me, is it? She slowly shook her head. I cared about you for a very long time. I know. I kept hoping one day you'd see me. I finally did. She forced a bittersweet smile. And somehow, it was too late. Min-jae laughed softly, though there was pain behind it. I deserve that. You don't. I do. He sat beside the piano. I spent so much time chasing success that I never noticed the person cheering me on. He looked at her. You were always there. I was. I'm sorry. She nodded. I know. He stood. I hope he realizes how lucky he is. Before leaving, he smiled one last time. And if he doesn't deserve you. When the door closed behind him, Amina stared at the piano keys. The answer had surprised even her. She hadn't chosen Min-jae. Her heart had already chosen someone else. Across campus, Ji-hoon sat alone in the empty hockey arena long after practice had ended. His phone buzzed. Coach Kim. Captain, where are you? Still at the rink. I'll be there. 10 minutes later, Coach Kim sat beside him in the empty stands. Neither spoke for a while. Finally the coach asked. When you lose a match, what's the first thing you do? I watch the replay. Why? To see where I made the mistake. Coach Kim nodded. So tell me. What mistake did you make this time? Ji-hoon looked down. I doubted someone who never gave me a reason to. Coach Kim smiled knowingly. Then stopped watching the replay. Go fix the mistake. As Ji-hoon left the arena, his phone rang again. This time it was an unfamiliar number. Hello? Good evening. I'm attorney Yoon. I represent the Kang family. Ji-hoon's expression hardened. What is it? I believe your mother has withheld some information from you. What information? The meeting she arranged with Miss Amina Johnson. Ji-hoon's heartbeat quickened. What about it? I was instructed to prepare legal documents in case Miss Johnson accepted financial compensation. And? She refused. Ji-hoon stopped walking. What? She refused immediately. There are also security recordings from the restaurant entrance if you wish to verify. His world seemed to stop. You mean? Your mother failed. The call ended. Ji-hoon stood frozen. Then everything Amina had said came rushing back. I gave it back. You don't trust me? I was trying to protect you. He covered his face with one hand. What have I done? Without another second of hesitation, he drove straight to his mother's house. The front doors flew open. The staff looked up in surprise. Young master. Where is she? She's in the study. Ji-hoon didn't wait. He pushed the study doors open. His mother calmly looked up from her paperwork. I wasn't expecting you. You lied. She calmly removed her glasses. I protected you. You manipulated me. I prevented a mistake. You destroyed my trust. His voice echoed through the mansion. For what? So I could marry someone rich? So people would approve? His mother stood. You are the heir to everything your father built. I'm also your son. Silence. The words hung heavily between them. I never asked for the money. I never asked for the company. I never asked for the trust fund. I only asked to live my own life. His mother's expression remained firm. Love fades. Character doesn't. He laughed bitterly. You never even gave her a chance. I investigated her. You investigated her finances. You never investigated her heart. For the first time, Madam Kang had no answer. Ji-hoon stepped toward the door. If I lose her, it won't be because she wasn't good enough. It'll be because I wasn't. He walked out. His mother didn't stop him. For the first time in years, she looked uncertain. Ji-hoon drove straight to the community music center. Empty. He rushed to the dormitory. Unesio opened the door. Her expression immediately hardened. What do you want? I need to see Amina. No. Unesio. No. You don't get to hurt her and then show up whenever you feel guilty. I know. I made a terrible mistake. You certainly did. He lowered his head. I came to apologize. Unesio studied him for several seconds. Then sighed. She isn't here. Where is she? Tomorrow is the final rehearsal for graduation. She's at the concert hall. Before she could finish speaking, Ji-hoon was already running. Inside the empty auditorium, Amina sat alone at the grand piano. Only the stage lights were on. The beautiful melody echoed through the hall. She didn't hear the doors open. She didn't hear the footsteps. She only noticed someone when the music suddenly stopped. Ji-hoon stood at the edge of the stage, breathing heavily. His hair was damp from the rain outside. Their eyes met. Neither spoke. Finally, he whispered, I know the truth. He took one slow step toward her. I'm sorry. Amina looked away. You should be. I was wrong. You were. I don't deserve forgiveness. Silence. I just needed you to know. You were telling the truth. She slowly stood. You didn't believe me. I know. You believed money before you believed me. Every word hit him like a punch. I know. You looked at me. Like I was someone who could be bought. Tears welled in her eyes. Do you know how much that hurt? Ji-hoon's own eyes filled. I've hated myself every second since I found out. She looked at him for a long moment. Then quietly asked. If your mother hadn't told you the truth, would you still think I took the money? He couldn't answer. Because he didn't know. And that silence hurt more than any answer could. Amina nodded slowly. I think we're both hurting too much right now. She picked up her bag. I'm sorry, Ji-hoon. She walked past him. He didn't try to stop her. Because he knew. Love couldn't be repaired with one apology. Not after breaking someone's trust. As the auditorium doors closed behind her, Ji-hoon remained standing alone on the darkened stage. For the first time in his life, he realized that winning someone back would require far more than simply saying, I'm sorry. The next morning, the university buzzed with excitement. It was graduation concert day. Parents, professors, students, and invited guests filled the grand auditorium. Cameras flashed as performers prepared backstage. Behind the curtain, Amina adjusted her dress with trembling hands. Unesio gently squeezed her shoulder. You've practiced for this day your whole life. Amina forced a smile. I know. You can still be heartbroken and be brilliant. Amina laughed softly. That's oddly encouraging. It wasn't meant to be. For the first time in days, Amina smiled without forcing it. Thank you. Just then, Professor Han approached. The auditorium is full. He smiled proudly. There are even representatives from several music companies. Amina took a deep breath. I won't let you down. I know you won't. Meanwhile, outside the auditorium, Ji-hoon stood staring at the folded sheet of paper in his hand. It was the fake dating contract. The edges were worn from being folded and unfolded countless times. He remembered every rule. No lying. He had broken that first, not by telling a lie, but by refusing to believe the truth. No jealousy. He had let doubt win. If either of us wants out, the other lets them leave. That rule terrified him now. Because if Amina chose to walk away, he had promised to let her. His grandmother walked up beside him. You look nervous. I played championship finals. This feels worse. She smiled. Good. He looked at her. Love should humble you. She gently held his hand. Don't go in there trying to convince her. Go in there willing to accept whatever she decides. He nodded. If she says no, I'll respect it. His grandmother smiled proudly. Now you're finally thinking like a man. The lights dimmed. The concert began. One by one, students performed. Then the announcer's voice echoed through the hall. Our final performer this evening, Amina Johnson. Thunderous applause filled the auditorium. Amina walked gracefully to the grand piano. She looked across the audience. Her eyes briefly met Ji-hoon's. He was standing quietly near the back. He didn't wave. He didn't smile. He simply placed a hand over his heart and gave a small nod. As if to say, I'm here. She took a slow breath. Then began to play. The hall fell silent. Every note carried the emotions she had struggled to put into words. The loneliness of leaving home. The disappointment of loving someone who never noticed. The joy of unexpected friendship. The fear of trusting again. The pain of having that trust broken. And finally, hope. By the time the last note faded, many people in the audience were wiping away tears. Even Madame Kang. She hadn't expected to be moved. Yet somehow, the young woman she had judged without knowing had told her entire story without saying a single word. The applause lasted nearly a full minute. Amina stood and bowed. As she turned to leave the stage, a voice stopped her. Amina. The audience fell quiet again. Ji-hoon slowly walked onto the stage. Professor Han looked surprised but made no move to stop him. Ji-hoon held the folded contract in one hand and a microphone in the other. He faced the audience first. I'm sorry for interrupting. Then he turned to Amina. "This won't take long." She stood frozen. He unfolded the paper. "When we signed this, I believed fake feelings would stay fake." A few people in the audience smiled. "I thought protecting my heart meant never trusting anyone." He looked directly at her. "You changed that." His voice trembled. "And when it mattered most, I failed to protect yours." The auditorium became completely silent. He held up the contract. "This piece of paper gave me the best 3 months of my life." Then, slowly, he tore it in half. The sound echoed through the hall. "I don't want a fake girlfriend." He tore it again. "I don't want fake dates." Another tear. "I don't want fake smiles." He let the pieces fall to the floor. "I only want one thing." He walked closer. Not too close. Just enough to respect her space. "Amina. I love you. I don't expect forgiveness because I apologized. I don't expect another chance because I realized I was wrong. I only wanted you to know that loving you became the easiest truth I've ever accepted. And if your answer is no, I'll walk away. I'll spend the rest of my life being grateful that, for 3 months, I got to love someone as extraordinary as you." He lowered the microphone. The entire hall held its breath. Amina looked at him for what felt like forever. Then she quietly walked toward him. Ji-hoon didn't move. He remembered his grandmother's words. "Accept whatever she decides." She stopped directly in front of him. Tears rolled down her cheeks. "So, you finally trust me?" He nodded without hesitation. "With my whole heart." She smiled through her tears. "Good. Because relationships built on love." She reached for his hand. "Only survive when trust comes first." He gently intertwined his fingers with hers. "I'm still angry. I know. You'll have to earn my trust again." "I will. Every single day." She looked into his eyes. Then, in front of everyone, she wrapped her arms around him. The audience erupted into applause. Ji-hoon hugged her carefully, as though afraid she might disappear if he held on too tightly. For the first time, the embrace wasn't part of an agreement. It wasn't pretending. It was real. A few months later, Amina signed with one of Seoul's leading music production companies. Ji-hoon was selected for Korea's national hockey team. Instead of celebrating separately, they announced something unexpected. Together, they established a scholarship foundation that gave underprivileged children free access to both music and sports programs. At the opening ceremony, Min-jae walked over carrying a bouquet. He smiled warmly. "Congratulations." Amina accepted the flowers. "Thank you." Ji-hoon extended his hand. Min-jae shook it. "Take care of her." Ji-hoon smiled. "I plan to." Nearby, Madame Kang quietly approached. For a moment, neither woman spoke. Then Madame Kang bowed. A deep, sincere bow. "I owe you an apology." Amina looked surprised. "I judged you before I knew you." "I'm sorry." Amina smiled gently. "We all make mistakes." Madame Kang glanced toward her son. "You made him happier than I've seen him in years." "No." Amina looked at Ji-hoon laughing with his teammates. "We made each other happier." Madame Kang smiled for the first time. Perhaps love wasn't a distraction from legacy after all. Perhaps it was the greatest legacy of all. 1 year later, on the anniversary of the day they signed their fake dating contract, Ji-hoon took Amina back to the same little cafe where everything had begun. The waitress recognized them immediately. "The fake couple?" Ji-hoon laughed. "Not anymore." He reached across the table and took Amina's hand. "This time, everything is real." She smiled. "It always became real." He looked confused. "When?" She squeezed his hand. "The day you brought me coffee because you noticed I'd skipped breakfast." He laughed. "I didn't even realize that." "I did." Outside, snow began to fall gently over Seoul. Inside, two people who had started with a lie sat smiling across from each other, grateful that one reckless idea had led them exactly where they were meant to be. And maybe that's the funny thing about love. Sometimes you chase one person for so long that you never notice the one quietly walking beside you. Until one day, they become the reason you believe in love again. If this story made you smile, laugh, or even tear up a little, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments, at what moment did you realize Ji-hoon had truly fallen in love with Amina? We'd love to hear your favorite scene. Until the next story, thank you for spending your time with Afro-Korean Diaries, where every heartbeat has a story, and every ending is only the beginning of another unforgettable romance. Red Heart.